Now let's draw the inverse of each function, starting with this one on the left hand side. And my first step will be to draw a y equals x line going right through the origin, which is 0, 0, right there. Okay, so I'm just going to take 2 points actually. And of course I drew this line because the inverse is just going to be the reflection of the original onto the y equals x line. And of course that's the y equals x line right here. So let me take this point, for instance. And this point is negative 10, comma 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5, negative 10, comma negative 5. And note that the x and the y coordinates are going to get switched, because that's the inverse, right? So negative 10, comma negative 5 becomes negative 5, comma negative 10. So that will be this point right here now. And also let's take this other point as well. That's 10, comma 7. Ten comma 7 is going to become 7, comma 10. This point right here, because the y and the x get switched. Now let me just quickly change the color so nobody gets confused. And this will be our inverse line. So note again, of course, that the y equals x line acts like a mirror. It just reflects the original line. And right here we have our inverse. I'll call it y equals f of negative 1 of x. Of course, that was if our original was y equals f of x. Okay, so let's do one more here. Now instead of actually drawing the y equals x line, I'm just going to take the 2 points that I choose, and I'll flip them both. I'll switch the y and the x values. This point right here is negative 8, comma 10. Because x is negative 8 and y is positive 10. X and y. So we're going to switch x and y. We're going to get 10, comma negative 8. So 10, comma negative 8, right here. Well, this point ended up pretty far away from where it was originally. Now let's take this point and let's also flip it. By flipping, I just mean switch the y and the x values. This point is 2, comma negative 10, and it will now become negative 10, comma 2. Negative 10, comma 2, right here. Now I will connect the dots. Look at that. And the red line is our inverse function. And if I were to draw the y equals x line, whoops, just draw a straight line right here. Note that it would act perfectly like a mirror. There we go. So I would suggest that you should try a couple more questions, and good luck.